Assalamualaikum, selamat sejahtera, and also hi to everyone around the internet and also around the globe, especially to our lovely lecturer Sir Ansir for watching this video we just made. So our subject for this video is BIO270 in call, or also called as the animal and plant physiology. Okay, first of all, let me intro my name. My name is Muhammad FIRDAUS ZAMZURI. UITM gave me the student ID of 2024-270696. So this video is about osmoregulation in freshwater and also saltwater fishes. So we will explain some facts or some biological process that occur in freshwater and also saltwater fishes, measuring the process of osmoregulation or osmoregulatory process. Okay, I didn't spend my whole days making this video alone. I was helped by my friends, by my group members to make this video. So in this group, we are consisted of 5 members. We have 5 members who are working together to make this video. So the first member, of course, myself, Muhammad FIRDAUS ZAMZURI. The second member is my friend, my close friend, Muhammad FAREEZH bin JUSLI. The third member is this gentleman we called as CLYRUS ESTEVAN IGNATIUS. The fourth member is VERA AKTAR. And the last one, of course, the pretty girl we called as NURAUNI, AMIRAH BINTI AUJARI. Okay, so before we go deeper about the topic, let me first introduce you the basic term that we will use or we will see in this topic. Okay, the first term is the homeostasis. So what is exactly homeostasis? Okay, simple. Homeostasis is only referring to the process of internal regulating, okay? The process of self-regulating, meaning our body will make sure all the physical factors and all the chemical factors in our body, for example, our body temperature, our glucose level, our pH value, and our internal environment, always in the normal range. Okay, for example, our normal body temperature is around 37.6 degrees Celsius, in it. So meaning if our body temperature is more than 37.6 degrees Celsius, meaning we are experiencing fever. So we have to go to the clinic and see the doctor, okay? But at the same time, our body will control the body temperature back to normal, okay? And this is what we call as homeostasis, okay? That is homeostasis. But how about osmosis? What is osmosis, okay? What is osmosis? Osmosis is referring to the process of water movement, where water moves from the higher potential of water to the lower potential of water. Okay, it only tells us the water movement process, where water moves from the higher potential of water to the lower potential of water. Okay, the last one is the osmolarity. Osmolarity just want to tell us about how about the quantity of solute that can be found in a solution. Okay. Osmolarity can be divided into three types of osmolarities. The first one is the hyperosmotic, the second one is the hyposmotic, and the last one is isosmotic. Hyperosmotic meaning the solution contain higher concentration of solute, while for hyposmotic, the solution contain less concentration of solute. But how about isosmotic? Meaning for isosmotic, the concentration contain the same concentration of solute.
After learning about osmosis and osmoregulation in fish, I will explain the organ involved in this process. First, fish regulate their water and salt balance mainly through the gills, kidney, and specialized cell. First of all, the gills play an important role in ion exchange. That is, in freshwater fish, the gills absorb salt from the water, while in saltwater fish, they remove excess salt from the body. Moreover, in specialized cell, also called as chloride cell or ionocyte, are found in the gills and help move sodium and chloride ion using energy. Other than that, the kidney help control water balance by adjusting the amount of urine produced. in freshwater fish produce a large volume of dilute urine, while saltwater fish produce a small volume of concentrate of urine. Overall, these organs work together to maintain osmoregulation and keep the internal environment stable.
Group test is the roles of gills, kidneys, and specialized cells in osmoregulations. First, the roles of gills plays a major role because they are in direct contact with the surrounding water. Through these gills membranes, fish can exchange ions such as sodium and chloride. For freshwater fish, what ions absorbed from the water, while in saltwater fish, excess salts are released to the gills. Next, the roles of kidneys is to regulate the amount of water and salts inside the body, by controlling urine production. For freshwater fish, they produce a large amount of dilute urine to remove excess water in the body. But the saltwater fish produce small amount of concentrated urine to conserve the water inside the body. Lastly, the specialized cells, also known as chloride cells, are mainly found in gills. These cells use active transport to move ions against concentrated ingredient, allowing them to maintain a stable internal environment. As a result, the roles of gills, kidneys, and specialized cells together helps fish to survive in a different aquatic environment by maintaining water and ion balance. That's all from me.
But how about saltwater environment? What will happen if we put freshwater fishes inside the saltwater environment? So we know that salt, from the word salt, the saltwater environment contains the large concentration of salt, while the freshwater fishes contain the large quantity of water molecule. So water molecule from the freshwater fish's body will move or will flow from their body to the saltwater environment. The losses of water in large quantity in the freshwater fish's body will cause their cells to experience shrinking. And at the same time, the biological process that occur or the metabolism that occur in their cells will be affected, and by time they will also die, as same as the saltwater fishes, because they also cannot survive or they also cannot adapt in this environment. What will happen if we put saltwater fishes inside the freshwater environment? Okay, so most of the saltwater fishes are actually hyperosmotic to the freshwater environment, meaning to say that the concentration of solute or the concentration of salt inside the saltwater fishes are much higher if you compare to the concentration of salt inside the freshwater environment. So the water molecule from the freshwater environment will move inside the saltwater fish's body. Because osmosis state that the water molecule will move from the area with the higher potential of water to the area with the lower potential of water. So this will cause the saltwater fishes gain excessive water from the process of osmosis. And this will cause their kidney to do extra work to extract the excessive water from the freshwater environment, and at the same time their body cell will also experience lysis because their body cell cannot hold the excessive water and by time they will die because they cannot adapt in this kind of environment.
How do some fishes like salmon and eels survive in both freshwater and saltwater? Firstly are the changes in gill function. In saltwater, fish lose water to the environment, meaning they drink seawater and have special cells in the gills called chloride cells or ionocytes actively excrete excess salt. In freshwater, fish gain water by osmosis. They do not drink water and they have gills. Gill cells actively absorb salts from the surrounding water. Secondly is kidney regulation. In freshwater, kidney produce large volumes of dilute urine to remove excess water. In saltwater, kidneys produce small volumes of concentrated urine to conserve water. Third are hormonal control. Hormones regulate the transition, like prolactin, which helps fish adapt to freshwater by reducing salt loss. Other than that is cortisol, which helps fish adapt to salt water by increasing the salt excretion. These hormones modify gill permeability and ion transport. Lastly are behavioral and psychological adaptation. During migration, for example, salmon spawning, fish gradually adjust their internal systems before entering a new environment. This prevents severe dehydration or excess water intake.
How do environmental change, such as pollution and climate change, can affect fish osmoregulation? So first, it can produce oxygen. Environmental changes, such as pollution and climate change, can reduce the amount of oxygen dissolved in water. Low oxygen levels cause stress in fish and affect the function of their gills, which are important for osmoregulation and maintaining water and salt balance. The second one is absorbed carbon dioxide. When carbon dioxide levels increase due to pollution or climate change, water becomes more acidic. This change in water chemistry can disturb the ion balance in fish, making it harder for them to regulate salt and fluid in their bodies. For the third one, it can provide a food source. Environmental changes can reduce the availability of natural food sources for fish. Poor nutrition weakens fish health and reduces the energy needed for osmoregulation, making it difficult for fish to adapt to a change in salinity. Last but not least, it can create a habitat. Climate change and pollution can damage aquatic habitats such as coral reef and mangroves. When habitats are destroyed, fish are forced into unfamiliar environments, which can disrupt their osmoregulation and overall survival.
Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah, we are now at the end of the video. But before I close this video, I just want to say thank you very much to everyone who are willing to watch our video presentation for the subject BIO270 or the animal and plant physiology, especially to our lovely lecturer, Sir Ansir. And I hope Allah will always protect you, sir, and you will always stay in a good health. And before I close this video, one more thing I want to say, I hope you guys can learn something from this video, and bye-bye.